Hello Sagittarius, it's Lorene from Insight Readings with your insights for the month of July and 20. I'd like to just apologize and say I haven't been able to do the readings as regularly as I do monthly, so I'm combining this. The reason is that I've had a tower moment. My whole universe has been turned upside down and I needed to recover from that to start afresh and new. So thank you for your support, those of you that have stayed with the channel and haven't just left because you're not getting anything. Thank you for that from the bottom of my heart. It means so much to me. And then also, if you'd like any personal readings, the details are in the Dropbox below. If you'd like to donate as well, all that information is there. I do private readings that are specifically for you, all in there. And your donation can be either financial or with a like. If this reading resonates for you, give me a like. Thank you for that. It supports this channel. And it's reciprocity, generosity. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to go into your reading with the 2 months combined. But before I do that, I'd like to call in spirit guides, guardian angels, source, higher self and God. Please be present. Give me clarity, guidance, wisdom and discernment to bring the messages for Sagittarius for the months of July and 20. Thank you. Amen. Okay, so we'll do 3 cards for each month. That's July, the first part of July. This will be the middle part of July and the end. Then we're going to this. Middle part of list and the end of list. They're sticking. Oh, I knew that would happen. Okay, so we start off here with our first month, July, the first part of July. You have 2 major arcanas in the beginning and the end of these 2 months. So you started off in July dealing with authority figures. We have the Emperor here, it's a major arcana card. So remember, this is a general reading, so put it in the area of your life you find yourself in. If it is a relationship, put the energies there. If it is career, which it seems to be, or about finances or about stability, sorry about that, put it there as well. So we have the Emperor, which is about, he's not just a king, he's an emperor. So he makes decisions for the greater good. He makes decisions that run a city. That everybody is happy in that city. So if you are the emperor of your home, you would make the decisions for the greater good, regardless of whether you please all or not. It's the best thing to do. It's about stability, about having a structure, about he has armor on, being able to protect and guide your wisdom in a way that is very regal, loyal, and with integrity, with a lot of passion, with a lot of wisdom. It's also about taking the initiative to move forward as well. And it could be that you're dealing with an Aries as well. Okay, then the middle part of the month of July, we have the 6 of coins. Now the 6 of coins is earth energy. And this is about generosity, reciprocity. It's about an equal give and take, where you feel, in a sense, that you give more than you receive. You have 6 pentacles. You've put in the hours, but the pay you get is you feel like you have to beg for the payment that you receive. Because the scales of justice, he holds the scales there and measures out what he feels you deserve, even though you've put in those 6 pentacles. They're pretty solid. You've put in the skill, you've put in the effort, but there's somebody in authority possibly that's deciding your fate, and you feel almost like you have to beg for your worth. So there isn't this balance here. You want the balance, and I sense that there isn't this balance. And you're having to make a decision, because this authority figure as well, if it is an authority figure, and that's how it plays in, if it is a work situation, could be quite bossy as well, or come across as authoritative. But there's something that doesn't feel that it's fair. When it comes to earning income, when it comes to earning love, when it comes to whatever you've put skills in, you seem to be getting the leftovers, not the excess. Okay, then we move on to the end of the month, and this is the Four of Swords. Now this is finally taking a pause, taking a rest, because you've been in conflict. Swords is conflict. You've been in war. You've had to fight for something. Something that's been painful. Three swords are painful. They facing down there, but you've laid down your arms now. You're taking a pause. You need to take a break. You need to rest. You need the support of family and friends, of something that is more structured and warm. We see this knight that comes in and lies on the coffin after being in conflict. He had to fight, and now he takes a break and gives grace and gratitude to God for still being alive. You know, those three swords were possibly coming to his heart, but he's still alive. So something here has been difficult, and you're taking a break from it, using your mind as well, because swords is analytical, maybe writing, speaking, thinking about what you need to do here while you take a break and think about this in a peaceful, restful way. First, you have to make a decision using those swords. You pick it up, you from 4 to 2, you pick up the swords. You have to make a choice here between your head and where you want to go. She's crossing her heart here because she doesn't want to put emotion in this. There's no water in this. You want to use your intuition. She's blindfolded here not because she's in denial, because she wants to only use her intuition and her mind and have clarity to make this choice about which path to take. Because the water is a little bit ruffled in the back here. This is the Two of Swords, but there are emotions here. You want to do this with a pure heart. There's white, she's in white. And she's sitting down, so she wants to make sure she does this in a stable way. And make she, he, whoever. I do believe, too, this choice, that we have this new moon on the 20th of July, that this new moon, you make a choice about this authority, this change, this reign, with this new moon that comes through here, but without the emotion, because it is an emotional moon. It is in Cancer for something else. And there we go. This could be that you get information, Page of Wands, that you get information about career, about a relationship, possibly, if that's what you want to look at. But I do feel that this is work and career, maybe from abroad, although traveling is not an easy thing. But you do get warm, fiery, passionate, inspirational information, possibly from a younger person. But pages are somebody that bring the seed. It's something new. This wand is sprouting. There's something new that's being created. And you get that information as it comes through. So it's brand new. It's coming through. And then here's the judgment. You make a decision, and the universe brings this judgment in for you. Stability and judgment. 4s or 2 2s. Here's the card, and there's a 2 there. A lot of choices here. And we're in the year 20. The new moon is on the 20th. So here's judgment here, saying it's a card of almost death and rebirth. It's the phoenix rising up after being in something that's been exceptionally difficult. Where you hear the calling by the universe to do this, to rise up out of these emotional waters, primordial waters that have been quite ripply, out of this darkness. They're in coffins in darkness, feeling very vulnerable, but reaching up and hearing their calling, listening, because you know there's healing and there's a blessing there. This is a karmic card. Whatever starts here will have longevity. It'll last. So this judgment, this choice that is made, will last for 2 years or more, because this is a karmic card. So whatever it is comes through with longevity. So I want to see how this links, and we'll go the first week of July, and the choices that need to be made. Some may be authoritative choice, a choice that you have to make that serves your greater purpose, a choice with integrity, using your mind as well as passion, wisdom, and authority to ground yourself. Beautiful. Beautiful. Being stable, bringing peace and harmony into your life. You might be dealing with a person as well, because we do have a court card here, and this is the King of Spades. But this signifies peace and harmony, somebody with wisdom, somebody that has experience, somebody that knows what is right. We have 3 white lilies for purity, 3 passionate lilies with that pink, and then we have 4 lilies in the back on a stained glass window. So this experience isn't just new, it's grown into something that lasts. There's a memory. It'll be forever in the pane, in the window pane. It'll be embossed there, so it brings you longevity, whatever this is, the link in your choice that is made here. It could be about careers, very much so, because the Emperor would be dealing with career. And the next one, here's communication. Okay, 7 of diamonds. 7 is a definite decision that is made, and here's the information that comes through. So finances or reciprocity, something that isn't right, good information comes through about something new, and here you get this chirping. It could be by networking, emailing, maybe a little bit of chirping with friends, all this technological communication that we have today. It's the birds chirping, so that links it. Somehow you get this information that comes through, maybe from a friend, somebody that is younger, because this is the younger person. That little seed is planted. The birds eat the seeds. The birds bring the messages, and the birds take flight. Okay, so what is the end of the month, the link between I and this, the big karmic choice, judgment? Beautiful. Your gift is received. There's a gift that is coming to you. There's acknowledgement of something you have done. This is the bouquet. The bouquet is about receiving something. There's this big card here. You receive something. 9. Ending of a cycle. It is a definite ending of a cycle. So you receive something. Tulips in the days gone by were so valuable. They were more valuable than money. Whatever you get is this value, but it is a gift, a wonderful gift that you get. So it could be from an older man. It could be very much so. Through communication that you get this, and definitely they link up with this, with something new that starts. So I'm going to do an angel card over this, Sag. It could be an increase in salary, it could be a new position, it could be something new in love. Okay. So what is the angel message for Sagittarius for the months of Lionist? 4. Okay, so then we get the 4 again. 4, the Emperor. 4, your 4 feet on the ground. And you have the 4 of Swords here. So lots of 4s. So you're building stability. And the 4 of Pentacles is about money, investing into something, staying with it, seeing it grow. Maybe purchasing property. Pentacles is gold, something valuable. And it says when you give, you also receive. Being resistant, you could be resistant to change, because the 4 of Pentacles is, you see the man sort of holding on. I don't feel this, but Spirit is bringing the message out there. Maybe you're being resistant to change. And then maybe extremes in how you save or how you spend money. So, if you're too generous, you've got to give from your excess. You can't give from your emptiness or from your what you have that there's nothing. It's from what is excess. So that's your message, and I'm going to do your golden path oracle message. The Emperor builds a structure. So there's a structure of something that will have longevity and will bring a lot of joy. Possibly also to a woman, queen. Not necessarily. I mean, we have an emperor and we have queen. I'm just putting it out there. It is a general message. All right, so here we have power. What a beautiful looking card. Okay, so let's read that for you. Power. Yes, Sage. I felt that. Power, authority, judgment, significant changes in the beginning of life and at the end of it. And it says here, the man in the picture is in tune with the forces of nature. The music he plays is the music of his soul, which is full of inner wisdom. He is a man of peace, and yet there are arrows attached to his belt. He knows there are times when it is best not to engage in conflict and simply walk away. There you go. However, he also knows that there are times when you must stand your ground and be ready to fight for what you believe in. That's this card. Aries is the warrior, the emperor. This is such a time for you. Stand up for what you believe in, regardless of what others might say or think. Will you stand by your beliefs and convictions, or will you give in? The universe is testing your faith and resolve in this matter. To stand firm will take great courage, but you know that you will have the backing of your soul and the whole universe. You will gain much respect by holding your ground, and an old pattern will have been broken. And that's what we need. You know, judgment comes to break past karma. So if you're stuck in something or been taken advantage of or whatever it is, the universe changes that with these two cards here. So the affirmation is, I listen to and am guided by inner wisdom. I stand firm in my beliefs, yet respect the beliefs of others. I stand firm in my power and use it wisely. My power is infused with love and respect. And isn't it beautiful, Sage, that you get, and our eclipses are going to be between Gemini and Sage, which is our belief systems. And here you are the archer, and the power is your arrow. So that long-term, forward-looking, you've got your arrows, you're in tune. The Windsor Changer here, the man of war, with that on your belt. Good for you, Sage. Good for you. In whatever your determination is, if where there's this change, as you set out and make decisions and judgment that comes through with something that comes to an end with something new. It could be a legal situation as well, with judgment and swords and having to take a break. But it brings abundance. It brings an ending of a cycle. And yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much, Sagittarius. Thank you for your support once again.